At present, if we see the current trend of research, then we will definitely find that different subjects are trying to find the answers related to their research area by combining in the orbit of other subjects. Like if I am studying computer science and if there are some psychological aspects related to my computer science on which I want to study, then definitely I will opt for both the streams. Like on one side, I will be having the computer science in my hand, on other side, I am having psychology, and interdisciplinary research will work on. Like I am trying to analyze some kind of neurological aspects, and on one side I am having yogic science. So neurosciences and yogic science will collectively work. So basic sciences are in itself trying to find answers to various research questions by interdisciplinary works. So the current trend of research is basically focused on interdisciplinary work. And with advent of time, we have moved far away. And there, not only interdisciplinary work, rather we are focusing more on transdisciplinary work. Means more than two sciences or two subjects are even working together to find some kind of research problems, the answers to the research problems. And this is how the knowledge base is increasing and the research domain is progressing day by day. Now I would like to talk about a new topic, that is quantum artificial consciousness, as three terms are in itself a challenge for us. Quantum, related to physics, in which we find that various kinds of physics development has shown that yes, quantum is something, and quantum is the smallest unit, and through which we can study various phenomena of the world. Artificial is something which is directly related with computer science, and the consciousness from always is a big question for psychology. And today yogic sciences, philosophy, all these sciences or all these subjects are trying to find the answer. So while I'm talking about quantum artificial consciousness, that means I'm addressing the problem or the solutions related to recreating the consciousness. No, it's not like that. I'm not talking about recreating the consciousness, because people will say, oh, you are trying to recreate the consciousness, which in itself is not understood yet. Because when we start talking about human consciousness, then is seeking it from all the aspects, we find that yes, still we are at nowhere. So when I am talking about quantum artificial consciousness, that means I am trying to focus on firstly artificial consciousness and then relating it with quantum. You can see that human consciousness in itself is a different subject which is working with psychology, philosophy, yogic science and all, in which we try to study from where the consciousness origin, what is the mind body relationship, how it works, and this and that. But when we see in the field of computer science, there as on one way we are trying to explore the concept of artificial intelligence, which was also not to create that intelligence in machines directly, rather to make them understand the problem. So it was not like creating the same kind of brain, it was like simulating those aspects. We are trying to simulate all kind of logical and operations performed by brains in computer science, and through which we are trying to obtain the level of artificial intelligence. But moving further, artificial consciousness was not that much in depth related with computer science as we see in human consciousness. It was simply that initially we were talking about artificial intelligence only, but later on we find that intelligence is not the only thing which governs the human body. There are various other factors which directly or indirectly impacts intelligence, and these are not in the orbit of intelligence. So other than intelligence, feelings, emotions, anger, frustration, all kind of things which we try to relate with it, like happiness, pain. So when we cross the orbit of intelligence for computer science or for computer science research, we say that it is artificial consciousness, something which is beyond intelligence. So to create artificial consciousness, people have studied various kind of researches and various kinds of work, and they are seeking it from all sciences, neurosciences, philosophy, psychology, cognitive sciences, from all where, from everywhere. They are just trying to grab the link. So how can we create artificial consciousness? Because every subject in it, like every point in it, is worth studying. Like if I started studying like pain in artificial intelligence system, then it in itself is a big topic. When I started thinking like if can machine can feel, that can also be different things. So like initially when Alan Turing talked about can machine can think, that gave birth to artificial intelligence. In the same way, now various questions are being asked: can machines having emotions, can machine feel? Can machine can feel happiness? Can feel pain? Can machine can laugh? So all these type of things are like in the orbit of artificial consciousness. So while we are trying to rebuild, like recreate thought simulations out of human mind in the form of artificial consciousness in computers, so in the same way, if we see that consciousness of humans are getting well explained through quantum. So when, even if we talk about human consciousness, that is one of the subject which is yet to be explored. People are looking towards quantum consciousness. It's related with human consciousness. They are talking about quantum consciousness. That quantum is having that mechanism, that phenomena through which we can even explain the human consciousness. So when that tricky question of human consciousness can be explained by quantum, then why not we can relate artificial consciousness concept with quantum, and we can recreate, we can rethought about quantum artificial consciousness. Although the whole subject is very vague, but systematically if we proceed further, then we can see that yes, human consciousness is something which is questionable. We are not having right answer to that even. But when we talk about artificial consciousness, for that we are having some kind of solid base, because the definition of consciousness related with computer science changes a bit. And when we are on one side creating quantum computers for what? To enhance the memory capability, to enhance the processing power, to enhance the storage capability of the computers. So those bits, when it will change to the qubits, then the speed and processing will increase at optimum level, and that speed, that processing will not only bring the intelligence, rather it will also bring the consciousness in the machines. So in all, it is not directly linked with like quantum computers entangled with artificial consciousness can create quantum artificial consciousness. The concepts can be taken from these different areas, and a transdisciplinary research can be done, in which we can say that yes, we are at the level, we are at the verge where we can say that yes, we are achieved quantum artificial consciousness.